Hello everyone, my name is John Michael Bushman and welcome back to Master Duel. Yes, I will be playing Tenpai this time around, and does the format still suck? Absolutely. Will I still keep playing in it? Of course I will. Yu-Gi-Oh players are masochistic like that, and yes, I am part of that problem. I will still be rocking the same build that I have been rocking. It's been servicing me well, and I have been switching up in the background every once in a while. Here in the new season, by the way, we are already in November by the time you're seeing this video. And I have been switching it up between Tenpai and YuGiOh. YuGiOh still works. Don't get me wrong. It still works, and it will always give Tenpai players pause whenever they see a YuGiOh piece come on board. Especially if it resolves after, chewing through all of their hand traps and interaction. But otherwise, yeah, the format still sucks. It's still being dominated by Tenpai, and it's a best of one format. Having a go second deck like Tenpai exist at the power that it is honestly still baffling. Although granted, Tenpai is, like I said way back a few videos ago, it is a glass cannon. If you do indeed manage to stop it at the right points, it's just a sitting duck. Of course, if you don't allow it to get into any of its synchros in the first place, then yes, it is indeed a sitting duck. But otherwise, yeah, if they somehow brick, and this deck often does because of how many hand traps and board breakers it has, it can honestly be a dice roll to fight against Tenpai, and I personally do not like that it comes down to a dice roll when it comes to beating this deck. But otherwise, the wins feel really good and the losses feel really, really bad. But in spite of all that, we will keep plodding on. So, without any further ado, let's jump into these duels. I only wonder if my opponent is going to concede the moment he sees what kind of deck I'm playing, given his name. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll concede, like, nearly immediately the moment I do this to him. So, first, I will shifter. And then in response to that, before that even happens, unless he has a call by the grave, which he should use like immediately here, or he literally just rage quit the moment he saw Dimension Shifter. And that indeed he did. Alright, cool. That was a very cool short duel from a guy who clearly hates the very see, this is why Yu-Gi-Oh players are masochistic at heart, okay? They may hate what's happening, but they will still keep playing nonetheless because ultimately Yu-Gi-Oh is a great game. So let's just move on to the next duel. Alright, let's see what my opponent has for me this time around, and it is a regular sized deck. I have a Max C, an Infinite Permanence. I am feeling pretty average here, given the amount of hand traps that I have in this build. Let's see if my opponent has a response to a Max C. It is a tight 40 card deck, but they are rocking a Blue Eyes Mate, and I'm not quite sure if what field this is. I'm pretty sure this is like related to the Endymion storyline, if I remember correctly. Yeah, given the runes that are floating around here. But if he's just gonna set and pass, then we're gonna be in for one hell of a good time. He could potentially be dead here. Heavy Storm is not helpful in the slightest, unfortunately. So we're gonna do this. Oh, excuse me. We're gonna bait out that Ash Blossom, if anything. So we're gonna see here. Do you have anything for this opponent? I'm pretty sure I can dodge whatever removal you could put, or rather negation that you have in your hand. But if he doesn't have any negation, he could just concede right away. These are the quickest set of duels that I've been through as of late. Good God. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see what my opponent has for me now. He is rocking a Pearly Mate, and he's also rocking the new Halloween sleeves, or Halloween, if you want to be more pedantic about it. But we have another one of those hands where it's just oops, all hand traps. And let's see if my opponent has a response to this using Psyframe Gear Gamma on that. So that means we have two Ash Blossoms, so we can allow this to happen like immediately. And then they'll just use their Gamma on something else. Ooh, using Crossout Designator. He really does not want that to happen now, doesn't he? Alright. I still have an Ash Blossom for his turn, and then I also have two Effect Veilers. So let's see how far my opponent is going to combo off here while the Chain Link resolves. Again, he is rocking the Pearly Mate, well, Pearly himself here. Yeah, he just wants a belly rubs. There we go. Let's see what he has for us here. It's Scareclaw, and that is a deck that I have been seeing running rampant as of late. Because they have a bunch of surprisingly good tools that can combat the current meta. And all right, one card in hand. What could it be? Because his hand consisted of Reinhardt. So his hand is a Gamma, a Reinhardt, a Called by the Grave, and a Crossout Designator. So he has one unknown in hand. So let's see how far he goes here. Oh my god. He could still just link it off for the link 1 because they have that line to them unless he doesn't. And I would actually be very surprised if he doesn't have that line, because the link 1 rather is pretty goddamn good. And yeah, here we go. Going into Lightheart here, getting the field spell no matter what. So that is indeed something. But I'm pretty sure even with just the field spell, he's just full combo from here, and he has enough like link material on board in order to do what he needs to do. So now we just know that he has one unknown in hand, and whatever that is will highly likely interact with my board. So we're gonna see how far he goes here. Unless he of course screws up somewhere in the middle of his combo. So let's just see you guys at the next interesting point. Okay, so my internet connection unfortunately failed me here, and no opponent, I did not disconnect on purpose. I don't know what I could have drawn because my internet failed me just as I was about to begin my turn. But he did have a way to get Astral Aloud. I'm not quite sure if he has a way to get Astral Aloud out of the graveyard. But he did end with Bar on the Floor and Psyframe Omega, so he could just rip whatever card I drew out of my deck, and then I'll just be left with the Ash Blossom that I had in hand, which will unfortunately not help me too much. So yeah, even if I didn't disconnect, the duel was a lost cause anyway, so I guess this is definitely deserving on my opponent's part. So with that, let's move on to the next duel. So my opponent made me go second, and we're gonna see how far we can get here. We only have an Ash Blossom and a Max C, but they are rocking the full, and I mean the absolutely full Traptrix Regalia. So this can only mean good things from here. But they're allowing the Max C to resolve, so that is already actually surprisingly scary, considering it's Traptrix. They can just, you know, set up Serra and then just set like 5 cards in the back and then pass from there. Or they could just set 2 and pass, which is also equally valid, knowing Traptrix. So we're gonna see if we draw. No, we do not. So we got bingo cards on the Chandra here. Normally I wouldn't shotgun an Ash Blossom on that because I'm more worried about everything else that they could potentially do, but for this specific scenario, we're going to Ash Blossom the Max C, because we're gonna combo off a lot. Alright, they're gonna draw cards nonetheless anyway. One of the set cards was a Called by the Grave, so in that case, before everything else is gonna resolve, we're gonna do this now then. We're gonna get Kaimen while let's see if this baits out the Ash Blossom that they potentially have in hand. No, it does not. Alright, we're gonna get a level 4 or lower. We're gonna get Genroku. We're gonna do all of this before it even like freaking resolves. Oh no, they'll be able to draw their 2 cards. Shit. But I guess it's fine. We're gonna see how far this goes from here. Alright, Genroku was added to hand. And then let's see how this goes. Alright, cool. Genroku will be on the field. Let's see, change the level. No, actually, because we will be sacrificing him and we will get Pydra. And then we'll get the field spell, and then everything will be hunky-dory from there. Hopefully, at least. We're gonna get Chandra. We're still trying to feel out my opponent's interaction here, but you know, it's just passing back very, very quickly here. The to and fro is pretty fast, so they're probably waiting for the most opportune time to blow me out, which is, I mean, very valid for my opponent here. But we're gonna see if we can set up the field spell with this, which is, ooh, so the 2 set cards were Called by the Graves. All right, all right, all right. Pretty heads up for that opponent, but we're gonna see how far you can push from here. So we're gonna summon another Chandra. We have 2 bottles of Fanta in our hand. Jesus Christ. Actually, I have all 3. But we're going to see how far this goes if the game even loads. Otherwise, my internet may have failed me yet again, which is honestly not surprising, given that it's pretty hot today. So we're going to see. I'll just update you guys if the internet allows me to play this game as well. So, oh, the timer already reset. So that means the game is already like caught up. Unless, of course, the internet ultimately failed us here, which is always a possibility. All right, so we're just gonna move into combat here, and let's attack. Second option, activate. Yes, please. We're gonna see what happens here. All right, it's just allowing us. That is surprising. Since we already have a I forgot that Genroku was banished. Great. We're actually going to get Fadra here. Because no, we're not gonna get Fadra. Oh wait, no, yeah, Fadra is really the only option. Because we don't have a non-tuner. Alright, so that's 15. Then we'll attack for 15 again. And then we're gonna attack for another 15. There we go. So that's an easy 4,500 points of damage. And then we'll use Fadra's effect. There we go. And we will synchro summon the level 7. There we go. And then we will use the level 7 to revive Fadra, and then we'll get another level 7 into play. And let's see if we can get anywhere from there, if at all. So we're gonna see. There we go. And my opponent doesn't actually have anything. Wow, they've been drawing all these cards and somehow did not find an answer. Good God. I honestly felt like I got lucky with that one. Good God. Although, they could have bricked as well. And the cards that they were drawing were not going to help out in the situation that they were currently facing, which is the inevitable death by Dragonfire. So, there is also that. But a win is a win. So, let's move on to the next duel. I honestly love that Tenpai makes for really, really quick duels. Like, really, really quick. I've just checked the amount of time I've spent recording. It's been barely 20 minutes. Oh my god. Fusion deployment means that we are up against either... Yeah, okay. It is indeed branded. So they're gonna combo chameleon here. It is a quick effect. That is a quick effect, so we're gonna wait at the... at the possible time where we're gonna do this. There we go. All right, cool. You're not gonna fusion there, but if you have anything else, Jesus fucking Christ. You know, when I said that the recording is still only less than 20 minutes, and then there's also me cutting out all the dead air, it will even be shorter than that, so it's just 15 minutes. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I am on a streak right now. God. But wins are wins, so let's keep moving on with these duels. Personally, I haven't faced off against the decks that are teched out to the 9s in order to combat the menace that is Tenpai right now. That would be Kashtira and Labyrinth, which are 2 slower decks that can go toe-to-toe against Tenpai right now. And again, I have not seen hide nor hair of like Snake Eyes at all. It's almost as if the entire Snake Eyes community just agreed that, okay guys, look, we know that Tenpai is coming to Master Duel, and we can definitely stand up against them, but I think it's just better to play Tenpai right now. And that indeed they did. So we're gonna Lightning Storm. I mean, yeah, it's a waste of a Lightning Storm, but I am very, very scared. Oh, we may be up against a fellow Tenpai player. But we're gonna find out soon enough. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna do that as insurance against whatever interaction they could have in hand. So there's that. We're gonna deck thin here. We're just gonna get another Kaimen, just in case. They could Ash Blossom or Effect Veiler here, but it's not. Dude. Have you not played against enough Tenpai? I am unaffected by everything during main phase 1. I think my opponent is just realizing now that oh shit, I should have done that during the battle phase. We only searched like once or twice during main phase 1, and then we're just gonna keep going from there. No, I'm not gonna set it on the field. I'd rather have that in my hand. So we're gonna do this. Oh my god. Then we're gonna do that. And then because we don't have access to our graveyard, now that I think about it, we're actually going to do this. We're gonna Sangan summoning here. And because it was already so graciously given to us by the gods, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna discard one of the Kaimens. So that should already indicate to my opponent that I already have other pieces of bullshit in hand. And here we go. So we're gonna plop Jinroku down. He's a tuner now. I will actually make him a level 4 because I will search out during the battle phase, by the way, the Fadra, because again the graveyard is locked out due to Shifter. So we're gonna do it like this, where all 4 dragons are gonna be present. Yes, I will special summon, and we will special summon Fadra. There we go. Alright, opponent. Now would be a good time as any to do your actions. Here we go. There we go. Activate. Yes, please. I would like to summon another dragon from my deck. Just an additional point of damage. Oh my god, these are like the shortest duels I've ever experienced with this deck. Oh my god. Holy shit. Let's just move on to the next one. Let's see what my opponent has for me here. And he's rocking the Labyrinth mate base plus Labyrinth sleeves, but not the Labyrinth field. Why would you not go full ham, opponent? Come on, it's right there. There's a Labyrinth field already. You should go all the way if you're gonna do so. That is fine. Setting back row. So literally literally any of my back row removal off the top is going to quite literally equalize this entire board. Although Forbidden Droplet is also nice, but not what I would have wanted. But we're gonna see how far we go here. We could test the waters by using Pydra here, and let's see who we get. I would actually love to get the Ash Blossom is not exactly going to hurt us, but it will definitely be slowing us down just a smidge. But that's fine. Okay, they're getting big welcome. That is fine. I'm assuming they're going to get the armored version of the lovely lady. Yep. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Lady Labyrinth of the Silver Castle, which is the armored version of the lovely lady. Let's see who else she gets. And okay, yep, yeah, being destroyed. That is fine. Now we don't have any summons. Great. That field spell, man. Some builds actually only have one of this, and I don't know why. I prefer to have 2 as just straight up insurance for exact scenarios where, you know, it suddenly gets destroyed. But okay then. I don't think they have. I mean, okay, sure. Lady Labyrinth can be. That can indeed happen. Eradicate Epidemic Virus is gonna be painful. But what trap card? Okay, spell cards. Yep, that is definitely the way to go. So for 3 turns, all of our spell cards are gonna get destroyed. Let's see what else they do here. And I was wishing for a deck that's stacked out to combat Tenpai, and I did indeed get one of them, and here we are with Labyrinth. But I am actually surprisingly confident about our odds here, but of course it could like change very quickly depending on whatever they have here. I still be taking 3k damage a turn, so I don't have too much time. And they have the one unknown here on the leftmost side of the board that they haven't used yet, so that could literally be anything. It's a good thing that our hand is all monsters right now, so I am we're gonna see how far we go from here. First we're gonna get Chandra down. Let's see if that provokes a response from my opponent. Okay, yep, they're gonna bounce it back to hand. That is to be expected. I don't think I should max C here. I'm pretty sure it's safe to assume that they will do it on their turn, but we're gonna see. Of course they're gonna try to kill me next turn, if it does indeed come to that. Unless of course they start summoning here, which is also cool. Okay, cool. We're gonna max C. We're gonna draw just a couple of cards and see what shakes loose. I'm assuming they'll just summon one and they'll be satisfied with it. It's actually very easy for Labyrinth to just do what they need to do at this point. And okay, yep, yeah, Effect Veiler, yeah, sure. I still don't know what the unknown is, so that's horrifying. And them doing it on the at the end of my turn is definitely smart because I will not be able to use the effect failures that I have in hand. Oh, this build has Ariane. Some builds don't even have her anymore. They just have Ariana. Because she's honestly the better of the two. She's definitely the better of the two. Okay, but okay. Still using Ariane. I mean, this is like, I think this is lethal. I'm pretty sure this is lethal. This is nearly 2,000 points of damage, so it's more than enough to kill me here. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it to my opponent. Unless, hold on, I forgot I missed out on this line, but I believe effect failure is only during the main phase. Yeah, I could have discarded effect failure and then used Magnamat there as a blocker. I completely forgot about that line. So that is indeed something to keep. Even if they didn't activate any of their effects, I could have just discarded effect failure there and then created a pseudo blocker in Magnamat. That is definitely a punt on my part, but it's something to keep in mind for future plays. So let's move on to the next duel. Oh no, my opponent made me go first. Whatever shall I do? Oh god. This is actually I'm not too confident about this hand like at all. Oh gods. We'll just put Jinroku down and let's see what shakes loose. Oh, my opponent hasn't responded yet. That is interesting. I could just go into Striker Dragon, send him to the graveyard, but who the hell wants that to happen? Again, activate Jinroku. I'm assuming this is where the interaction starts happening. Ash Blossom, Gamma. I still do not understand why builds have Gamma. And again, Tenpai plays against Max C very, very well because who cares if you have like 18 cards in hand if you're dead? Oh my god. But again, I still do not like Gamma in Tenpai because like why just why? There are so many other hand traps that you could be running, but I'm not sold on Gamma at all. And the fact that he's semi-limited also kills it for me. I'd rather have 3 of him rather than just 2. So we're gonna max C here, see if that fiends out any form of negation. I'm assuming it doesn't because, of course, why would you? You're a 10-buy player. You're just gonna find a way to kill me here. Yeah, Lightning Storm will definitely be one of those, but that also clears out space in the back row here, and they're just gonna combo off. So we're gonna see how far they go here. I mean, they could just kill me here, which is to be expected of Tenpai. Unless of course I somehow draw into an equalizer here, like say an Effect Veiler or an Ash Blossom. That could be something, or I could also draw into Ghost Ogre, which is also a way to equalize things around here. But I highly doubt that they will give me that opportunity here. So, going through the usual Tenpai motions, Sprite attacking first and then followed by Fanta. I'm assuming it's going to summon Mountain Dew at this point, which is like the only line that exists. Okay, yeah, Jinroku is only like a backup at the at that. Or as a way to bait out interaction by the opponent. Okay, yep, yeah, getting those guys, and yeah, they're definitely gonna kill me here. They're not gonna do anything else unless, of course, again, I draw into exactly Effect Veiler or Ghost Ogre at this point. Although I think Ghost Ogre is also a lost cause because if I do indeed destroy their level 7, I'm just delaying the inevitable damage that the level 7 is gonna bring. Yeah, Ash Blossom is definitely gonna help. Yeah, I have definitely lost this one, so let's move on to the next duel. Alright, I won again with the die roll. I have been winning a lot of my die rolls like for this recording, so but it's not always a guaranteed win, at least. So there is that. There is indeed balance in the world. Pot of Prosperity. Okay, my opponent is looking for something specific. And one thing I have learned over time, and something that I will always drive home whenever you play these games, do not use Ash Blossom on the pots. You'd rather use it on the stuff that they look for and or draw rather than you know, using just shotgunning your negations here and there. All right, going for the full 6. Let's see, and this will also reveal information as to what my opponent is running. Okay, yep. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is just a 10 pipe player that was forced to go first. Okay then. I may have their number here. Again, it's a may. Okay, adding Genroku, so that means they'll be able to special summon Genroku here. So they will have an additional body on board. So we're gonna see. Okay, that's your normal summon for the turn. And will you tribute it off? I'm assuming you will. In that case, I have an Ash Blossom at the ready. Although I don't know if they have a Kaimen in hand, which is also what they could be doing here. Alright, cool. Ash Blossom, question mark. Victory, we'll see. Unless of course they have like they also only have like hand traps in hand, which is also a possibility. Alright, cool. And they do indeed have it. Okay. Fadra will assumedly get Genroku out and then they'll go into spheres. Alright, cool, cool, cool. That is indeed the turn 1 play, the only turn 1 play that Tenpai can do. So there is that. Heavenly Spheres, yep. I mean a bounce is still a bounce, so that is something, but we're gonna see how far they go here. We drew into Fadra, and that's unfortunate. So we're gonna do this. I'm assuming this is infinite impermanence, but we're gonna get rid of the bounce because that will oh, now that I think about it, I should have just gotten rid of the back row rather than this. Because I have Sangan summoning in hand already, and my dragons will be unaffected by everything anyway. So there is that. And if that happens, he would have to choose between the field spell and the monster that I just summoned. Yeah, that's definitely a punt on my part. Although if I did indeed play Sangan summoning first in as a way to bait out the heavenly spheres, then if that was indeed returned to hand, and oh no, I would still be able to use Lightning Storm because the Sangan summoning would be back in my hand because heavenly spheres only bounces stuff to hand, so there is that. And after my internet has somewhat recovered, we are finally back somewhat in the game. So we're gonna see how far my opponent goes here. Here I distributed off the one in hand, and that's also like something that I don't get because in all of the scenarios that I've seen, you're almost always able to tribute off the heavenly spheres, but sometimes the game doesn't allow you that luxury. I don't know why, but I guess you have to turn on the priority in order for that to happen, because that's what I do. You have to turn on priority in order to return stuff to hand. Will you be bouncing my Lightning Storm? Of course not. So that means their back row is an infinite impermanence, or at the very least, it is a whatchamacallit, a Called by the Grave, and my opponent is done with me. Oh my god. I guess we can cut it here. Oh my god, this is gonna be one hell of a short video. Oh my god. Yeah, Tenpai being Tenpai. What more do you want me to say? The field spell being there just quite literally invalidates their entire hand and back row. Oh my god. But we're gonna cut it here. I'm not gonna make any more people like suffer through what I'm doing here. So if you guys like what you saw somehow, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share this among your friends. And until next time, toodles.